The One Piece cast earned global recognition as soon as the show premiered. But who were they before all the buzz? Let's dive into the pre-fame lives of the Straw Hat Pirates. Who failed at sports as a kid? Why did Taz Skylar want to join the British Army? And what is Mackenyu passionate about besides acting? It's already clear that Emily Rudd was simply destined to play the role of Nami. From a young age, she loved anime, with Sailor Moon holding a special place in her heart.
I made my parents rent the Sailor Moon movie all the time, and they were so sick of it, but I was just like, oh my gosh.
She even regrets throwing away her old Pokemon cards and original Pokemon games. As a child, Emily found solace in both fairy tales and spine-chilling stories. Her passion for these fictional worlds led her to pursue a career in acting. She enrolled in an acting college and actively participated in different workshops. Emily's first acting gig was in a music video for an indie folk band, Boy and Aunt Bear. It was filmed right in her home state of Minnesota. Can you believe that was a decade ago? Look at how sweet young Emily was. Interestingly, the actress dabbled in the world of YouTube for a time too, after she relocated to Los Angeles. On her channel, she gave fans a glimpse into her auditions and shared snippets from films she had roles in.
You're looking good. I love that color on you. Really?
Emily was relentless in attending castings, which led her to appearing in several films such as Secret Santa, Olive Forever, and Sea Change. She also garnered significant acclaim for her portrayal of Ella Hopkins in the TV series The Romanoffs.
It's a really tough industry, and I don't know if it'll ever get easier, but if you love it, it's worth it. So just keep trying and believe in yourself.
That's exactly what Rudd did. Do you know how she spent the 3 years prior to landing her role in One Piece? The moment Emily learned about the auditions, she immersed herself in preparation.
I colored my hair red and got it cut just like Nami's. I posted a video of myself when I was younger, tumbling and doing backflips, things like that. I was just trying my hardest to get anyone who might notice to really see me as Nami.
There's definitely some athleticism in this girl, because she enjoyed horseback riding from a young age and is also skilled in karate. It looks like she's constantly focused on bettering herself. But at the same time, Emily isn't really into frequently updating her social media. Even though she's had her Instagram since 2016, she's posted less than 30 photos. Surprisingly, the actress still has over 3 million followers tracking her posts. Maybe it's time she shared a bit more?
I'm working on posting more, but I also just, I don't know.
Looks like Emily could get some tips from her friend Inaki Godoy, because his social media accounts are like an open book about his life.
I don't know what happened to that bunny. I hope he's okay, but I seem pretty happy.
This boy was clearly not camera shy at all.
Tengo lentes, pero me los puedo quitar, claro que sí.
Godoy was always chatty and full of energy as a kid, so his mother enrolled him in sports, but it wasn't the best fit for him.
Porque era malísimo para todos los deportes. No podía hacer nada de básquetbol, ni fútbol, ni béisbol, ni nada. Así que mi mamá me metió pues a la artisteada a ver si ahí pegaba. Y pues creo que nos fue bien.
Inaki's acting story began with school plays. His first role was the Cheshire Cat in Alice in Wonderland.
A little bit nervous.
At the age of 9, he confidently declared to his mother that he wanted to become an actor. 2 years later, he got his first opportunity with a cameo in a soap opera. It was incredibly challenging, waking up at 4 a.m., traveling a great distance from Mexico, and enduring long hours in a chilly trailer.
We finished really late, and I was extremely tired. My mum was sure I would quit acting after that day, but to her surprise, I fell even more in love with it.
From a young age, Inaki dabbled in diverse roles. At 14, he bagged a leading role in Carlos Armela's Go Youth, and later got roles in the comedy Mech Zombies and the horror film No Abras la Puerta. Well, Inaki Godoy is truly a guy of many talents. He engages in kickboxing and several martial arts, has a passion for board games, and is currently learning both piano and singing. Will we see him at the musical Olympus? Not likely, because this Energizer has other plans.
En el futuro me gustaría dirigir y también ser guionista, además de continuar mi carrera como actor. A mí me encanta el cine y eso es lo que quiero hacer por el resto de mi vida.
Inaki is deeply thankful for his family's unwavering support. His mother was always by his side, cheering him on in every endeavor. And he shares a special bond with his younger sister, who is also his best friend.
She is the best birthday present I ever got. Mia and I were very different from each other. She couldn't speak until she turned 4. Me, on the other hand, I spoke too much at just the age of 2.
On Instagram, Inaki often dedicates his posts to Mia. He openly shared her years-long battle with alopecia, and even revealed that it was his sister who inspired him to audition for a role in One Piece.
She actually went on her own ship adventure before I even knew I was going to do it myself. She has been at sea for almost a year now.
And recently they went on a trip together. In early 2023, the brother and sister spent 80 days traveling by ship in the Caribbean.
It's gonna sound a little bit crazy, but I might want us to get into a storm one day.
Wow. It seems like Taz, with his thrill-seeking nature, would definitely blend well into such an environment, 'cause adventure is in his veins. Growing up in the Canary Islands, Skylar was surrounded by paradise. With the Atlantic Ocean at his doorstep, he took to the waves and embraced surfing from the age of 12. Not just a casual hobby, he even showcased his skills in local competitions. The actor calls himself an adrenaline junkie, and often publishes posts of him parachuting and rock climbing.
I love climbing. I've been climbing since I was about 15 years old. Sometimes I climb structures, sometimes I climb bouldering walls, sometimes I climb outdoor walls.
Taz, seeking adventure, even attempted to join the British Army. This desire stemmed from his talks with a childhood friend who had experienced combat. However, a car accident and resulting concussion prevented him from passing the medical exam. Instead, he pursued and excelled in writing and acting. Taz was all over the London theater scene and even wrote a few scripts himself. In 2018, he tried his hand at directing with Many Faces, and folks loved it. But it felt like he was always looking for his thing, you know? Then One Piece came along and bam, game changer for him.
I didn't really know which way was up or where I sat in the mix of all of this, but now I'm on the other side. I feel reborn as an adult.
You wouldn't believe how seriously Taz took his prep for this role. Not only did he have to learn how to cook perfectly,
What he's doing? Oh, damn!
but he was also incredibly dedicated with his training, pushing himself harder and harder. He started training for 2 hours a day, then 4, and eventually he was putting in a whopping 10 hours a day. Taz even flew to South Africa with his personal trainer to intensify his training regimen.
I've never gone psycho like I've gone psycho on this. This is the hardest I've ever worked for anything in my entire life. I wanted to do everything.
Many people say Taz is not only a hard worker, but he's also the kindest person ever. For instance, he once spearheaded the Anyone Can Write initiative. Taz offered a helping hand to budding writers from underprivileged backgrounds, hosting free workshops for them. Fame hasn't spoiled Taz's colleague Jacob Gibson at all either. He's still a down-to-earth guy with a fantastic sense of humor. He also boasts a background in theater. However, he gained public recognition after appearing in Grey's Anatomy. His character Josh makes an appearance in the 16th season of this massive hit. Plus, he's been a supporting actor in many musical projects. One of them was Life of Bob, where he played the role of Bob Marley. They do have some striking similarities, don't they? Although he is also frequently likened to a young Lenny Kravitz. By the way, did you know that Jacob is an amazing musician? He plays the piano and sings and shares these accomplishments on Instagram. While this pirate might be energetic in real life, Jacob's online persona leans towards the philosophical. You won't find many personal snaps on his social media. Instead, he often shares deep thoughts on life and death, captures the beauty of nature, and dishes out advice.
Stop, take a deep breath. Let it all pause for a second. Let something wonderful find you where you are.
He also frequently reflects on his beloved mother. She passed away in 2020 during her prime years. It's evident that the actor is still grappling with this profound loss.
I've been promising you for years that I would take you around the world with me. I make that same promise today, and I will every day. And the world will know your story, our story.
Family and close friends truly do motivate you to achieve greatness. This is evidenced by the most celebrated cast member of One Piece, Mackenyu.
大切な人の存在っていうのは非常に大きいと思います。一番見せたい人ですよ。一番見せたいです。
Mackenyu comes from a legendary background. He is the son of the iconic actor and martial artist, Sonny Chiba. He was in movies like Kill Bill and Fast and Furious, Tokyo Drift, and he shared his love for filmmaking with his son. In fact, Mackenyu's introduction to cinema was alongside his father.
っていうか、父の夢を継ごうみたいな感じじゃなかったんですけどね。どうしてもハリウッドに行きたい、夢を叶えたいと思ったの。
He has been a sensation in the film industry, starring in numerous hit movies, and his undeniable talent hasn't gone unnoticed. Mackenyu bagged the Newcomer of the Year award at the prestigious Japan Academy Film Prize, essentially Japan's version of the Oscars. Well, he is quite the all-rounder. From mastering horseback riding and archery on horseback to shining in karate competitions and taking home a bronze at a national level. Arata's sporting prowess doesn't end there. He plays water polo, does flips in gymnastics, and wrestles down opponents on the mat.
I think doing karate or and wrestling and stuff helped me probably do my action scenes because I started at a young age, so it's still in me.
And music has been a lifelong passion for Mackenyu. Starting with the piano, he expanded his repertoire to include the flute and saxophone. Now, he occasionally treats his fans to his vocal talents. And that's not all.
I'm actually a gamer, so I can stay in my room 24 hours. I'm fine with that.
Impressive. And it's clear why nearly 5.5 million fans are drawn to Mackenyu's Instagram. He is talented, handsome, and very stylish. The Japanese actor is a favorite for major brands like Louis Vuitton, Fendi, and Burberry. And in 2021, he shared his excitement about joining the Tiffany and Amp Company family. Well, it looks like this is just the tip of the iceberg for these 5 stars. Do you think they'll keep up their global fame? And who among them do you see shining the brightest in the future? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.